Hey y'all, it's starting. Whatever you ask in my name, this I will do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you ask me anything in my name, I will do it. John 14:13-14. So what does this mean to you?
To me, everything it says, it's almost like an agreement. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, you do this and I'm gonna do that. So that's what I try to do with it. Like, and it's so true, like with me in my life, because like I'm a 5-time felon, and there's a lot of doors that don't just be open for me. You know what I'm saying? But when you got God on your side and the control over everything, like those doors get open, man. When you ask for those things in His name, and you trust and believe, it be almost scary sometimes. It be almost like, really, like, dude, you really did that? Like, I just asked you, and you really did that. But it's crazy. It's love, and I love it. I love Him, because if you ask Him, He will give it to you. It might not come when you expect it or in the form of how you want it, but what you ask Him, He gives you.
What I get out of that is I kind of feel like, hearing that, it's like whatever you ask in my name, and I may not be quoting the verse exactly right, but I guess I could pull it up on my phone and make sure if I was more astute. And anyway, it's kind of just makes me feel like, okay, how many of these things that I talk to God about all the time, am I asking for my own glory, compared to like His?
I mean, basically, like whatever you pray for, in His name is, what you're gonna get, which that doesn't always mean in your time. That doesn't always mean when you want it, so long as you're faithful in terms of coming to Him and all times, and when you're glorifying Him in all things. So sometimes when you're not as faithful too, sometimes like you'll find yourself in some spaces where you're just like, man, like I know I could be doing way better.
God knows when we want something for our glory or God's glory. It has to be for the right reasons. I feel like God, being all knowing, will like look at us like, I'll give this to you when you're ready. It's like a parent, like, just like I'll give you what you want when you're ready for it, when you know how to treat it, when you know how to behave with it. I feel like that's exactly what God does with the things we ask for, because they're precious and valuable to God. So like, yes, at times, like God has given us blessings and we've misused them. And we bobble them, we juggle them, we fumble them on one hand. So it's like, if God knows what we're gonna do, then I think like God's always working on us so we can be better with what God gives us. Yes, like God's gonna give us exactly what we ask for in His name. When God knows and we know it's for the right reasons, it's easy to be like, all right, I want a brand new car, but what do you want the car for? Like, do you need like the new car to show off yourself, to show off what you think you can do? Do you need the new car to advertise your business, to advertise what we're doing? Like, so I think, yes, I think like when you finally ask for what you want and it's in good motive for glorifying God, God will then give it to you. I believe that.
Sure.
That's why I love this Bible study, man. I even told Dylan right before everybody started speaking, because you know me, if I don't understand the verse or nothing hits me, I'm just like, I got nothing. You know what I mean? And you read that, and I was just like, I was trying to track it and just put it in my mind, kind of what it was going. And I was like, I have no idea. And by you all talking through it, I'm like, that makes sense. Okay, I understand it now.
For sure.
But if I wouldn't have listened to you guys all talk about it like that, I don't think I would have figured that out, man. Because it was like, no, people ask for silly crap all the time. And of course you're not getting that. That's for you, you know what I mean? And it was like, I guess I was focusing on people, verbally saying it or mentally thinking it in His name, but God knows what's on our hearts, right? So, I mean, you can say it's in His name, but to your point, if you're trying to get that car for, you know, because you want a fast car or something like that, or there's some comfort you want, right? Or like with me, I want a big truck so I can go do stuff in the dirt.
Yeah.
It's he'll know that, right? But to your point, if you're wanting to do it like, you know, put a God got me, God got you sticker on there and it's a promotional thing, then it's like, okay, you know, this is but he knows what's on our heart. So it doesn't matter what we think or what we put on our words. So like, so it's not just, it's just in his name, like me saying it, because we say all kinds of silly crap. It's in his name, you know, glorifying God from what our heart is telling us and aligned with God.
Yeah.
Amen, brother. Amen. It took me to a place where it's like, the word also tells us to not like use like fancy words with our prayers to try to like, you know, con God and different things like that. So yes, like we just like, God knows our hearts. So like, we can't be sitting here trying to con God with our words and our prayers. Like, all right, I'm about to pray it like this. Maybe God's gonna do it for me because I'm able to say it like this. Like, nah. God's like, nah. I'm gonna let you say what you think you're saying, but I'm gonna do it later for you. That's funny.
Like you'll see when your kid says some silly stuff to you, and you're just like, it's not bad or it's not good. It's just nonsense, and you're just like, oh, that's good.
Hey, that was dope. God got me, God got you.